Anthropic quietly shipped a full design tool inside Claude. You describe what you want, and it designs it. Every video about it demos the canvas. Almost nobody shows you the Claude Code side, and that side goes both directions. So 3 demos, and I saved the good one for last. This is Claude Design. Anthropic launched it back in April as a research preview under Anthropic Labs. Over 1 million people used it in the first week. The pitch is simple. Claude already writes your code and your documents. Now it does the visual work too. Real prototypes, product mockups, pitch decks, one-pagers, marketing assets. It even builds code-powered prototypes with voice, video, and 3D graphics. And it's not a separate subscription. If you're on Pro, Max, Team, or Enterprise, it's already in your plan. Now, who is this actually for? Honestly, people like us. Founders, product people, builders, people who can describe exactly what they want but can't draw it. If you've ever tried to explain a layout to a designer over chat, this is built for you. Here's the interface. On the left, you've got your prompt box. That's where everything starts. Right under it, there's a model picker, and it's the full Claude 5 family. Opus 5 is the default, and there's an effort setting if you want it to think harder. Next to it sits a template picker. Slides, wireframes, mobile app screens, documents, UI mockups, even a resume. Once something's on the canvas, you don't have to prompt every little change. You can comment right on an element, like you would in Figma. You can select anything and edit it in a proper panel, with real controls for type, spacing, color, and layout. And you can feed it things. Attach a file, drop in a Figma file, or point it straight at your own code base. Hold that last one. So what do you actually make with it? 5 things really. 1. Interactive prototypes, not static mockups, things you can click through. 2. Pitch decks, feed it your notes and it builds the deck. 3. One-pagers, landing pages, service pages, that kind of thing. 4. Marketing assets, social posts, banners, collateral. And 5. My favorite, code-powered prototypes. Stuff with real interactions, voice, video, even shaders. That last one is where this stops being a toy. Okay, enough telling. Let me actually show you. 3 demos. A prototype from 1 sentence, a pitch deck from a boring document, and then the Claude Code round trip, which is the reason I made this video. Demo 1. I typed 1 sentence. A landing page for a small bike shop in Coimbra. And here's the first surprise. It doesn't just start building, it interviews you first. Who's the audience? What's the main action? How long should the page be? What tone? Almost every question has a decide for me chip, so you can hand the whole brief over if you're lazy. That's what a real designer would do, by the way. Ask questions before pushing pixels. I let it decide most of it, and off it went. Real talk on timing. The whole thing, questions included, took about 4 minutes. The build itself was under 2, and it wasn't 2 minutes of spinning. You can watch it write the styles, lay out the nav, add the buttons, one piece at a time. Then it went back over the finished page, checking its own work for issues. Here's the result, a clean working page. Hero, services, rental prices, a contact form, not a screenshot of a page, an actual page you can scroll and click. But the first draft is never the final, so let's refine it. I select the headline and pull the font size down. No prompt, no waiting, it just moves. Then I tell it once, use this green for every button, and it goes and recolors every button on the page, hover states included. And the best part, I leave a comment right on the pricing card, like I'm reviewing a teammate's work. Make this the highlighted plan. It reads the comment, picks that card, fills it green, and labels it. That's the loop. The panel for the small stuff, one instruction for global changes, comments for actual feedback. Demo 2, and this one's for everyone who hates making slides. I've got a plain document here. It's a 1-pager describing my agency's services. No design, no images, just words. I upload it and ask for a pitch deck. And it doesn't just paste my text onto slides. It actually reads the thing. It figures out the story, breaks it into sections, pulls the numbers out, and gives each slide a real layout. A few minutes later, I've got a deck. Title slide, the problem, the offer, pricing. It kept my wording where it mattered and rewrote the fluff. Is it perfect? No, I'd still tweak a couple of slides, but this is 90% of the boring work gone. And when you're done, look at this. Export straight to PowerPoint. It even asks how you want the fonts handled, so your brand type survives the trip. There's PDF as well, so the deck isn't trapped inside Claude. It lands where the rest of your team already works. Right, this is the part nobody's showing you. Everything so far, any design tool demo can match. This next bit is different. Claude Design can talk to Claude Code, your actual code base, both directions. Here's the problem it solves. Claude Design ships with preset design systems. Modernist, classical, nocturne. They're nice, but they're not your brand. My website has its own look, hand-drawn style, custom fonts, its own components. So watch this. I open my repo in the terminal, start Claude Code, and run /design sync. It reads the code base, colors, fonts, spacing, real components. This took about 12 minutes on my repo, so go make a coffee. And when it's done, look at this. My design system shows up inside Claude Design as the org default, sitting above Anthropic's own presets. Here's the honest part though, it only found 4 components, not because the tool is bad, because that's all my repo actually exports. Most of my UI lives inline in one big file. What Design Sync finds is what your repo exports. That's the lesson. Now I ask for a new page, and it builds it from my actual components. My fonts, my buttons, my style, not a lookalike, the real thing. So the design looks right. Now for the way back, I hand this design to Claude Code, and this is the part that matters. No screenshot, no rebuild. Claude packages the design into a handoff bundle, and Claude Code gets the actual structure, the components, the tokens, the layout. Watch what it does with it. It writes the page using the components that already exist in my repo. Same button component, same fonts, same spacing scale, and it's already running locally. This is real code in my real project, started from a prompt in a design tool. That round trip is the whole story. Designers hand off without writing specs. Developers receive without guessing. And solo builders like me, we just skip the entire translation layer. One more thing, because this is the part that actually matters. What you just watched used to take a designer, a developer, and weeks of going back and forth. Now it takes one person and an afternoon. That's moving fast, and watching it from the outside feels a lot like falling behind. You're not behind. You've just been kept out. Not by how hard any of this is, but by the €1,000 course industry and the old idea that you have to be a programmer first. Neither one is true anymore. That's what the Build with AI Club is for. It's $9 a month. Every system from these videos, step by step, so you're the one building. First 7 days are free. Quick practical stuff before the verdict. It's on Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise. On Enterprise, it's off by default, so ask your admin. You'll find it at claude.ai/design or in the desktop app sidebar. It's still labeled beta. Usage comes out of the same pool as Chat and Claude Code now. There's no separate allowance to burn through. That was the big launch complaint, and they fixed it. And exports go everywhere. PowerPoint, PDF, the whole project as HTML, PNG, even video. And down in destinations, you can push it straight into Claude Code or connect more tools. The full list is on screen. So, my honest verdict. Claude Design won't replace a real designer for brand work. The taste still has to come from somewhere, but it absolutely replaces the blank page. Mockups, decks, landing pages, internal tools. If you're a founder or a builder, this is the fastest way I've found to go from describing a thing to actually using it. And if you already live in Claude Code, the round trip alone is worth setting up. Your design system in, real code out. Club links below if you want the step-by-step. And if you want to see what happens when you give Claude Code your whole setup, your whole second brain, not just one repo, watch this one next. That one surprised me. See you there.